Morning. So right now you're about to launch your first product and you're trying to figure out how you plan to manage your inventory so that you always stay in stock. In this video, I'm going to share with you 5 tips to keep in mind when you launch your first product. And by the end of this video, I'm going to share with you how I almost lost $30,000 in cash flow by mismanaging my inventory. If you're new to my channel, thank you for stopping by. In my channel, I share my Amazon FBA journey, also mindset and Amazon FBA tips. So if you'd like to be a part of my journey, hit the subscribe button and the bell to be notified for when I release a new video every week. Hey, my name is Robby. I'm a 6-figure Amazon FBA seller that started selling 8 months ago. And since then, I've made over $325,000. I've learned from so many mistakes that I've made while trying to manage my inventory for the first time. I wish that I knew these tips when first starting out, but now it's your turn to learn these tips so that you never make the mistakes that I've made. I've unlocked freedom with this journey, and my goal is to help you pick the lock to your freedom. If you are wondering what this is a sling. I have a sling right now. I just got surgery a few days ago. I'm not 100% yet, but I thought I'd still put a video out for you guys. But yeah, that's what this is. And I hope that this video really helps you. So yeah, let's get to it. 5 tips for inventory management. How do we make sure our inventory management is successful? By always staying in stock while always freeing up cash flow. We never want too much stock because then we have capital tied up. Amazon FBA success to me equals staying in stock plus launching new products as quickly as possible. Of course, the products have to be successful, but once you find your first successful product, you're going to be able to launch more successful products really easily. So that's it. That's all that Amazon FBA success is. And you just keep repeating this and just stacking up those blocks so you make more income. These tips that I'm about to share with you may be very obvious, but sometimes we forget the obvious. So I wanted to share these tips with you as a good reminder for yourself. So let's get to it. Number 1, keep track of your inventory. This may be very obvious, but make sure you know your numbers every day, especially during launch, so you know exactly when to order your next production. If you don't know what data to keep track of during a launch, take a look at my launch strategy video. It's either going to be above us or in the description below, so take a look at that if you need to. So 1, if you hit your target sales really fast early in a launch, this could be like even on the 3rd day or so, you see your target sales coming already. Just be prepared to order your next production as quickly as the first 2 weeks of your launch. It could even be earlier than that, but you want to have concrete data and let data collect before you order your next production. So make sure you wait at least like a week or so before you order your next production. And important, calculate the time when you have to order your next production. How do we do this? We do this by having the days in stock minus the production lead time plus shipping plus buffer for delays. This equals the number of days until we need to place our next order. So that's how you know when you need to place your next order. Number 2, always order 3 months of inventory. Your production lead time should never exceed your total days of stock. If it's higher, you will be ordering very frequently. Don't order too much inventory, 3 to 4 months max. If you order too much, you will lock up cash flow for new potential products, and you will pay more in storage fees, especially if you go over 6 months. If you go over 6 months, you're going to get hit with long-term storage fees, so that's something we definitely want to avoid. And number 3, that's why ordering the right amount is important to rapid success. Balance is important. So send what you can into Amazon, send the rest to a 3PL, and this way you can drip feed inventory into Amazon without ever going out of stock. Never only order your production for as much as Amazon allows you to send in. If you do this, you'll be out of stock for as much as 2 to 3 months if you do it this way. Let's say you needed 1,000 units for 3 months worth of inventory and Amazon only allows you to send in 500. You want to send 500 into Amazon and the rest of the 500 into a 3PL and drip feed it in as either your inventory goes down or your inventory limit goes up. So that's what you want to do. Number 3, accounts for delays. Always assume your production lead time will take longer than expected. To avoid running out of stock for long periods of time, just in case you have production or shipping delays, make sure you account for an additional 2 to 3 weeks to your lead time. I ran out of stock many times because I didn't leave any wiggle room for my lead time. So this is a mistake that I've made that I don't want you to make, because this is money that you could make when you're out of stock, if you were out of stock. I now add an extra 20 days to my lead time just to be safe. If it's early, then it's early, and if it's on time, it's good. And 20 extra days, it's really, really late now. Number 2, we don't want to build all this momentum during our launch to be out of stock for 2 months and lose ranking. If we stay in stock, we keep the momentum and we keep ranking. If we rank to the top of the first page, that's when we get exposure to our customers, and that's where we make all our organic sales. So we want to always stay in stock. And if you have any questions about any of these strategies or managing inventory in general, let me know below. I check all the comments and I'll get back to you, so don't hesitate to ask if you have any questions for me, okay? Number 4, sales velocity is more important than ROI. Of course, this is my personal opinion, but this is what I believe. Although we want to make as much profit as possible with as little units as possible, keep in mind that Amazon's SEO works by sales velocity. So how will you beat your competition? Higher sales with less ROI equals faster ranking and faster reviews. If we have more reviews and we're on the top of page 1, we get more sales, and more reviews equals social proof, and people are going to want to click on your listing more. So that's why I try to have higher sales than higher profit. When you're established, later on when you become fully established in your niche and dominate on the top of the first page of your main keywords, then you can raise your price for better margins and order less units. But I will always pick higher sales with a lower price and lower margins over higher margins with less sales, just so I could beat my competition at the top of the first page and get more reviews faster than them. That's more important to me in the long haul. So that's what you want to do, okay? So note, this is a note that personally things that I do for you, so you guys know. Even though I'm after higher sales with a lower price and lower margins over higher margins with less sales, note, I will always try to make my price as high as possible without letting the number of my sales drop. So I will never go for like if I know I could sell my product for $40 without my sales dropping, I'm not gonna go drop my price down to $35. So I will always try to make my price as high as possible. And my products are usually the highest price in my niche. Because I sell really premium products, my prices are still really high. I know that I can sell my product for probably $10 more, make a higher profit, but I'm still doing really well at my price point. Number 3, I also try to hit a target of at least 100 ROI. I also try to hit a target of at least 100 ROI and a 30% profit margin. Anything more is a bonus. So these are my this is what I try to do: 100% ROI and 30% margin. You could do a little less, a little more if you want, but this is what I stand by. So, and lastly, you want to order based on current concrete data. Always order your next production amount on data, not by your estimated guess. It needs to be your current data, the sales per day that you're having right now, not what you had a month ago or 2 months ago, because things could have been really different. It could be the trending of this product is different. It could be the seasonality of it, Christmas time, so you need to use the data, your current data. Always order your next production amount on data and not by your estimated guess, because if you do it by an estimated guess, you may underorder, and if you underorder, you will keep going out of stock for months at a time, never getting a good flow in the Amazon SEO. You won't gain ranking, you won't get reviews because you'll be out of stock. So you don't want to underorder, and if you overorder, you're going to have too much inventory You're going to pay more storage because you're going to have inventory for months at a time. And then you're going to have locked up capital, losing out on a lot of cash flow and capital that you could have used on a new product to grow your business faster and further and quicker. This has happened to me. This is the biggest mistake that I've made that almost made me lose out on $30,000 in capital or cash flow for new products. So my story, not long ago, I went ahead of myself and I ordered my next production without collecting my current data because I kept going out of stock with this product, and this product was making $30,000 a month. So from me trying to avoid being out of stock, I went ahead and ordered my next production. And then when I placed the order a week later, like I saw my sales were really good. And a week later, a new competitor came into the niche and they literally copy and pasted my listing, my product, exact color and everything. And I made my product from scratch. So they obviously copied my product. Anyways, from there, my sales dropped in half. So instead of me making $30,000, I'm making $15,000. But so the biggest thing that happened was instead of me having 3 months of inventory now, I have 6 months of inventory. And by me having 6 months of inventory, I'm not gonna need my next production until another 3 months or more, maybe 6 months or whatever. So that's what happened. And the production cost $23,000 and the shipping would have been anywhere from $6,000 to $7,000. And that would have been $30,000 that we locked up for months, maybe like 8 months from now. I won't be able to touch that money, and that's really bad. But luckily for me, I have a really good relationship with my supplier, and I asked them for a huge favor and asked them to cancel my production and delay it until I need it, and they agreed to do it for me. So I'm really, really thankful. So all they're gonna do is store the raw material that they just produced for me, and store the raw material that they produced for me, and they're gonna delay the production. And instead of me having to pay for the production, I just pay for the raw material. So that's why I always tell you guys that having a good relationship and building a relationship with your supplier is really, really important to really important to your success in Amazon FBA. Of course, you want to build a genuine relationship, not just because it's for business, like, oh, if I have a good relationship with them, my business is going to be better. No, you want to genuinely try to get to know them personally. It's better for both of you guys. You help them out, they help you out. So that's really what happened. So now I have $30,000 free. What I'm going to do is keep track of my sales the next few months. So if I have to order earlier than the next 3 months, then I'll do that. If not, then I'll wait. And with that $30,000 right now, I'm going to move forward with probably 4 new products. So that's that. So it's probably a win-win for me. It's not a bad thing. You always have to see the good things and everything. You see the flowers and the weeds will go away. So that's it, guys. Thanks. Now you know the 5 tips to keep in mind when launching of products for the first time and trying to manage your inventory. Remember, Amazon FBA success is staying in stock while launching new products. That's it. If you'd like to join a community of like-minded people like you and I have a Facebook group where we discuss everything Amazon FBA. So if you'd like to join, the link is in the description below, and I really look forward to seeing you there. Thank you for watching my video. If you like my video, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and share it with your friends and family. I'll see you soon, and enjoy your week.